Hello, everyone. This is King James Speaks. It is October 15th, 2024, and just wanted to remind you first of the books and the t shirts. And if you buy either one of those by the end of the year, by the end of 2024, $1 from the sale of every book and $2 from the sale of every t shirt is going to go toward I can't talk today, hurricane relief from Hurricane Helene in North Carolina. Um, that is something that matters a lot to me. My first hurricane was Hurricane Hugo, and that was in the mountains, and we didn't expect it either. There's no way to prepare for that when you live in the mountains. I mean, if at the beach, I get that, but in the mountains, how do you expect people to be ready for something like that? You know what I'm saying? But somebody challenged me and said, "Why don't you put your money where your mouth is?" And I said, "You know what? That makes sense." So, like I said, until the end of the year, every book, $1. Every book that's sold, $1 donated. Every T-shirt that's sold is $2. For the books, you can go to Amazon, and for the T-shirts, the link is in my bio. There's a link tree with a direct link to the store. Now, on to serious things. I had a discussion with somebody yesterday. I was at work, as you know, I work retail, and we were talking about someone that he knew that years ago had lost the fight to the demons. Quite honestly, had given up and taken his own life. And he said, "I wish I had known." And I've said the same thing myself for friends that I knew that are no longer with us. I wish I had known that they were even contemplating this. And then I had an epiphany just a few minutes ago. Because I've heard it said, why don't people open up? Why don't people open up? I promise you, we would open up a lot more if we weren't afraid of being judged. That goes for in the church, and oh boy, does that go for in the church, but that goes for in our households, that goes for at our workplace, that goes for pretty much in all walks of life. 99% of the time, I honestly believe the reason we don't open up as a people is because we are afraid of being judged. We are afraid of the looks we're going to get. Oh, poor you. It's judgment. It might not look like it might not sound like it, but that is being judged. And we don't want that. You don't want that. No one wants to be judged, especially when they're opening up about the struggles that they're facing. For men, 90, I'm going to use the same way of saying it, but for men, most of the time, it's all about, you should pull yourself up by your bootstraps, and you should just have it together. You should be strong. Like, opening up and asking for help and telling people your struggles is weakness. It's not. That is a strength that is so deep. That is a strength that it takes a lot of people years to reach. And we don't do it because we are afraid of being judged. Now, excuse me, we could easily look to the church and say, the church needs to stop doing that. I'm looking a little bit differently. I'm going to look at me. I'm going to look at, as Michael Jackson said, the man in the mirror. And I'm going to ask myself, but not only ask myself, I'm going to ask my friends, have I given off any vibes, any airs that I would judge you if you came to me with your honest struggles, with your honest problems? Have I given off any of those? Because if I have, I am sorry. What can I do to make that right? And I'm not saying that everyone needs to come to me with their problems. If you don't know me, I wouldn't expect you to. But go to someone. And if someone is coming to you with their problems, that is a huge sign of trust. And the way you respond is not only going to affect the way they see you and the way you go forward in helping them, but it's also going to affect the way they open up to other people in the future, because it is more than just that one interaction. Why do I say that? Because everyone that's afraid of being judged has opened up and has been judged in the past. That's a promise. I have, and it took me a long time to find a therapist to whom I could open up to about issues I've dealt with. I've gone to fellow veterans, yes, fellow veterans, and said, this is what I'm struggling with. And I have, not every time, but I have enough times been met with, why are you struggling with stuff like that? You were a pogue. You didn't face hard combat, and you didn't deal with this, and you didn't. It doesn't matter. It shouldn't matter. But to some people it did. And that kind of mess kept me from being able to open up to people for years. I bottled it up. And I even pushed memories, that things that had happened to me when I was overseas, I pushed those down to the point, no, never did any of that. No. I had an easy deployment. Nothing happened to me. All because people had judged me for sharing in the past, and I was afraid to share. I was afraid to open up and share anything. That is why we lose so many people, so many veterans a day. Take a permanent end to a temporary problem. That is why it is. Because we as a society, we as a culture have told them, you can't open up and expect not to be judged. We need to do better. Yes, we. I have found a very small group of people to whom I can open up. I'm a very blessed somebody for that, but not everyone is. We need to take care of each other. We need to take care of ourselves, yes, but we need to take care of each other. See you around.